Martin, welcome. It all had its challenging moments, it had its somber moments, but there was some fantastic racing out there last season.
I love Formula One this year. We had such a good fight at the front between the two Mercedes drivers, but also all the way down through the field, we saw world champions squabbling wheel to wheel, incredible racing, just trying to stay in the top 10 of the Grand Prix. I think it's been a wonderful year. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, and we're really celebrating it here tonight. Here to present, first of all, British Competition Driver of the Year. So the nominations. We've got Jenson Button, another solid season from the former world champion. But what next? We've got Mike Conway, a pair of IndyCar wins and making an impression in sports cars as well. Anthony Davidson, a podium finish at Le Mans and the World Endurance Championship title alongside Sebastian Buemi. Lewis Hamilton, who's arrived just in time, 11 wins and the Formula One title in his finest season to date. Alex Lynn, who took the GP3 title with Carlin. And Jolyon Palmer, some outstanding performances on his way to the GP2 title. So who is British Competition Driver?
Can I say two things before I announce this? First of all, thanks and congratulations to Haymarket and Autosport for this incredible evening that they do every year for British motorsport. Well done. And secondly, my life is complete. I sat next to Richard Petty this evening. And I want to propose him for Prime Minister. He can sum up any problem in 6 words and just fix it. Absolutely amazing man. So, this is going to be the British Competition Driver of the Year. And it's going to be quite a shock, I have to say, to absolutely nobody. Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis, well done, and thanks for joining us here tonight. And you said how different it all felt to 2008. Does it still feel different as you're in the middle of all the frantic celebrations?
Well, good evening, everyone. Thanks for the warm welcome. It feels very surreal being up here as the 2-time world champion. I remember being here when I was 10, so you haven't changed, though. What the hell going on? How the hell?
Oh, some very interesting...
1995 I was here, and you looked exactly the same.
I've been here.
So, anyways,
some very dodgy drugs being used. When they wear off, the whole evening falls apart. But what a great season and what a great celebration.
Really, yeah. I mean, I had an amazing season. Very, very fortunate to have the best team, and the best car. We did an amazing job together. A lot of people doubted the decision I made to move to this team. But it was a team, when I sat with Nicky and when I sat with Ross, who explained all the different changes and plans for the future, I knew straight away, okay, they've got the right plans in place. Can they really execute it? But obviously, when I joined, I never imagined that we would be winning, dominating as fast as early as we have. So.
And it was a season that had an edge to it, a story to it, and a great sort of personality battle as well as everything that was going on the track. What was the point in the season where your attitude changed and you realized the kind of fight that was on and that you were really up for it?
Well, I think it was Spa, I would say. The first race, all the winter training, and then when you get to the first race, and then you find that obviously you don't get even to see through to the finish line, was tough, and you know that you had the deficit. But the guys, we just kept pushing. The guys that were working on my car, obviously, we thought, we're working so hard all year long, just as hard as the other side, but we had a few more problems throughout the year, so it was very tough for us. So we just stayed close together and just kept lifting each other, each other's spirits. And, but then when we had the troubles in Spa, that was really when it was kind of do or die after that.
And Abu Dhabi, that start you made in Abu Dhabi was just quite sensational.
Yeah, I have an engineer, I don't know if he's here, but there's a guy that I work with who works a lot with the start with me, and he's been smiling ever since. So, there's a big competition between him and the other side's starter performance engineer. Yeah. But it was amazing. It was the best start I had all year. I think it was like 2.2, 2.3 seconds start, so it was lightning. But as I said, I had a great competitor in Nico. Looking forward to racing him next year.
Well,
great.
The start of a world champion and the season of a world champion.